Hello, it's Mara from Houseplants, New Jersey. So today I feel like I'm doing all my bedroom plants because I neglect them the most. Even though I'm in there every night, I sleep in there. I never go in there to water them. And a lot of my plants are just like shot. So I have my here Parlor palm. I have three of them here. Okay. So I'm going to try to revive this today. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the definitely dead, yellowed, dried leaves. And we're going to try to revive it. I never water these plants. I even put them in a self-watering pot and they're not. I just don't even water them. I'm so lazy when it comes to my bedroom plants. So we're gonna see how many fronds are left after that. I'm gonna definitely take off all of the crunchy, dehydrated, completely dehydrated ones. And this is going to be interesting. This one's so good, I guess. All right, and then we got these that are like totally dried out, dead. And these are just such beautiful plants when they're green and growing and just so beautiful. And then but you actually have to water them. You can't just leave them alone. You have to take care of them. So some of the fronds are just like pulling out. This one, it broke when I guess I was pulling it over here. This one, the whole stem is hollow here. And this is what we're left with. A few fronds. All right. So you trim them off, okay? And then if you see any ugly leaves or anything like that that you want to take off, crispy, you could do that. It won't make a difference. And then I'm going to water this in. And I have it in a self-watering pot. I think I got this self-watering pot from like one of my Costa Farms plants or something. I think this was a Costa Farm plant. So you get the self-watering pot comes with it, and then you just water it in. And it takes a little while, like when it's really dry like this, it takes a little while for it to get to the bottom. But then once it gets to the bottom, you'll see the water in this little window. You see that water? See how I'm moving it around? It gets in there. All right. And then when it's super dry like this, though, like I'm feeling it, it's not like super heavy either. So I think it's going to have to bottom water, and then I'm gonna have to water it again. So let's work on the next one while that thing is bottom watering. And I have another one, and I think this one's from Costa Farms too. And we're just gonna trim off these ugly fronds. Okay, the dried out crispy ones, and we're gonna leave the rest of them. And I also want to spray them down with some neem oil, clean that a little bit. So just so that, because when they're crispy like this, they're prone to spider mites. I don't see any spider mites on here right now, which is a really, really good thing. But because I did have spider mites on here, I did over the winter, which a lot of times in the winter time I get spider mites on my alocasias, or I get spider mites on, I think it has to do with the dry air. And the spider mites like that. They like the dry, they like the dusty, they like the, and the heat absolutely contributes to that. I mean, even your skin is dry. So spider mites for me are worse in the winter than summertime, like any day. So we're just going to trim these off, and we'll try to restart this guy. I mean, I'm not going to cut this whole. I'm just going to cut off the ugly leaves, the ugly fronds that are on it. So we'll get the crispy ones off. Get them off. All right, I guess I'll cut that whole leaf off. Or, yeah, I guess so. And then they grow back. I mean, it's not like they don't grow back, but if you don't water them, they're not going to grow at all. So, and I'll show you one that I never ever water. And the reason why is I hate the pot it's in, because that pot, I actually have to take it out of the location and then it overflows. It's like, I'll show you this pot. So this one looks done. Let's water it in. All right, and I have nutrients in this water. All right. Not that these plants really require a lot of nutrients, but feels a lot better. All right, so this one wasn't as bad. Like this one's tiny, and this one, it's pretty tiny, but it's not as bad. So they get a lot of sun. All right, now this one here, my husband, he took it the other day and he's like, oh, I watered your plant for you. But like, this is all crispy. Okay, and I really don't want it in this pot. Like, I hate this pot. And I'm thinking, uh, I just want to throw this away. I'm throwing it away. Okay. So, the soil's good. It's not bad. The soil's great, actually. It's not bad at all. It's just, I don't like that pot at all. And I think in the location that I had this Parlor pump, I think I want to put another plant there, and I'm going to show you. Okay, so this is the plant that I want to put into the spot where that Parlor palm was in this planter. And I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll keep it in this planter, but I might put, if I could fit another cup in there, because I was thinking of just putting it in a cup with no drainage, like a pot with no drainage. But this is really kind of small. You know what? Let me move all this over. I might actually do that. I'll keep it in a smaller pot. This is an Aglaonema Siam, okay? And I love it. I love the pinks on here. I cut a piece for my mother. She fucking kills it, and I was really mad because it was my favorite part of that plant, and I gave it to my mom because I love my mom. So she wanted that piece, and I gave it to her. So now I'm getting new leaves in finally, on both sides, which is great, and they're both like super pink, which is nice. But I think what I'm going to do, let me dump this out first because I want to see what's in here. And then if I could let me see how this will fit in here. Yeah, that'll fit in there, but there's still the issue of watering it and overflowing it in this drainage. Like it's like the saucer just overflows, and I hate that. I absolutely hate it. So I'm thinking of repotting it into, like, I want to see the root system first. Okay, so let me pull out this root system. Yeah, see, it has like a tiny little root system. It doesn't need like a lot. So I think it'll fit in here perfectly, and it does. So I'm going to put some of this soil. It's doing really well in this soil. I'm going to put some of it at the bottom. I'm going to put these roots. I'm just going to swirl them in there. They're nice and chunky. Let me show you. They're nice and chunky and white. And I'm just going to put it into this little candle holder. That was what it was. It was originally a candle holder, and I use a lot of them for my plants. And I really don't have an issue with the no drainage thing, especially for plants that you forget to water. I think that's a lot better. So I'm just going to angle you down a little bit so that you could see. Hold on, let me angle you down. Okay, there we go. So you could see I'm just repotting it into here with the soil that was there. And these guys kind of like to be on the drier side. They don't like to be like super wet. Okay. So that works out extremely, extremely well. Wait, I think I did too much soil on the bottom. Hold on. I need to undo all that soil on the bottom. That was way too much. All right. Let's do less. And then we'll put it in. Okay, that works out way better. And then that's it. I mean, these guys, they don't like to be super moist. They don't like a lot of humidity. That's what I find with mine. I don't know how yours is, but that's what I find with mine. And he's fine. She's fine. She's pink. So she is adorable. So she's like one of my little babies. And then we're just going to water it. And I could actually see in this candle holder, like that's why I like to use candle holders a lot, because like I could see the water going through. I could see all of that. All right. And I do like that there's no drainage. So you water a tiny bit. It's not leaking everywhere when you do water it. And you're done. I mean, that is so much easier, and it looks nice in this little orange pot. All right. So now, instead of this thing, which I absolutely hate, I'll probably sell a plant in this because I hate this drainage. Like, I don't like watering a plant and then it freaking drips all over my room or anywhere in my house. Like, I don't like that. But this thing is just, it's too high maintenance for me. Okay. Plants with like a saucer overflowing makes you not want to water that plant because it takes way too much of your time, dirties your sink, all of that stuff. And I just rather not bother with that. So now I have it in here. Now I have this in here. Perfect lighting in my bedroom. Sun shines. It's a west facing window. Shines in. And it's really far away from the window. These guys don't like a lot of light, but they do like sunlight. So this is like going to be about, my bedroom is probably 12 feet, 15 feet long. And this will be right by my door entering my bedroom. So 12, 15 feet long. Perfect, right? All right. So that's what we're doing here. We got these guys. They're watered, but I'm going to water them a little bit more. I'm going to water it to the full extent of that window. Those windows here, and that's what those windows are for. So, and then that's it. All right. So these guys are done. All right. And if you like this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you have issues with like a shitty planter, like not a shitty planter, a high maintenance planter, you have all these beautiful plants in your house, you want to take care of them easily, not spend a half hour watering your plant, cleaning up your sink, putting it back, and having it drip everywhere. You don't want to have to deal with that. All right. So if you like this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you and have a great day.